Imagine you had this one video that is super high converting for your business and naturally slingshots the viewer from passive watcher into your email world ready for your offer. That is exactly what we did, and we call it our Slingshot video, GM.
So in this video, we'll show you the 5-step process we use to engineer our Slingshot video, so you can replicate it and start turning YouTube into a predictable lead and sales system for your online education business. We've also linked our Slingshot playbook in the description, which you can reference and use to implement for your channel.
But before we reveal this process, we need to zoom out and give you some context on what we were doing before, because once you spot the difference, you won't be able to unsee it. So before, we used to look at YouTube as another place to create content. We would create a piece of content here, a piece of content there, and everything would be unlinked, like they would be separated from each other. We would sprinkle a little lead magnet here, a little lead magnet there, and nothing was really coherent.
The result is that we had no real customer journey, and we did this for years with our first online education business, Simple Germany. Now, just for context, with Simple Germany, we help people move to and settle into Germany more smoothly.
That's actually our slogan. So as concrete examples, we would create, let's say, a video about finding an apartment in Germany, another one about cost of living. What else?
Banking, insurance, paperwork, all the little nits and gritties, all separate from each other.
So this was all nice and dandy. I mean, don't get us wrong, we were getting views and getting traction with our channel, but we noticed that our leads were not coming in like super hot, as other people have claimed that it happens with YouTube. Our leads were coming in at lukewarm at best. They were not pre-sold on our offer.
Until one day it just clicked and we realized something. We had been putting out individual puzzle pieces with all of these individual topics, but we've never created one single video that actually connected the entire journey of moving to Germany.
Yes, I would say when it actually clicked, to be more specific, I was doing research for a video to create for our channel, and I searched on YouTube, move to Germany. And here I thought we would be ranking like super high on this topic because that is essentially what we were talking about. And I kid you not, I scrolled until I scrolled and I didn't find our channel at all. That is when I realized, oh my God, we have talked, like you said, about all the individual pieces, but we have not had a coherent journey to explain the process for our audience.
And because of that, people could learn from us plentiful. They liked us, they even trusted us. But we didn't naturally lead them to our offer. We literally left them hanging, so to speak.
So knowing this, we got to work. And we created what in marketing terms is referred to as a bottom of funnel video. It's essentially a pretty boring video for anyone else, but for those who are interested in the journey and the process and transformation that we were selling, it would be highly valuable. So what we did is we laid out the step-by-step process of moving to Germany. We knew that our ideal client would feel overwhelmed with all the planification, is that a word? Planning. My mother tongue is Spanish. Anyway, the planning of moving to Germany, and they would not have time, and also timelines and when to do what was the biggest struggle. So then that was the idea behind what we call our very first successful Slingshot video on our channel.
And the results of this Slingshot video were literally mind-blowing. Not in terms of views, but in terms of conversion. This video, which of course had a very valuable lead magnet implemented in it, had a mind-boggling 13.3% lead conversion, meaning 13.3% of the viewers watching it clicked on the link in the description to get the lead magnet. That is skyrocketing high. And best of all is that those leads were hot. They were finally pre-sold for our offer. And how did we know that? Because they led to consequent sales in our next launch of our live high-ticket cohort.
And we can directly correlate this video for being the responsible for slingshotting the viewer, as we mentioned, into our world. Here on the screen, you have 3 concrete examples. You have Phil, David, and Josie. They all entered our email list through the lead magnet of our Slingshot video, which we have internally called SG7. That's what you see. And as you can see in their journey, they all became clients for a live cohort program that we have labeled Sage. What is even crazier is that in a one-on-one call with David, he had mentioned that he had been watching our videos for around 2 years, and he wasn't even in our email list or anything. And it was this video that kind of like brought to him the realization of, oh my God, Simple Germany, Jen and Yvonne can help me with this process.
So now we'll show you our 5-step process of how we went about to engineer this particular Slingshot video.
We hope that by sharing this process, you can identify similar things that you can implement in your channel to also do a Slingshot video. And to make things super simple for you, we have put all this process in a playbook that you can download in the description below.
Now, the single goal of a Slingshot video is to take a viewer from the outer sphere of YouTube and slingshot them into the inner sphere of your email list and sales funnel. And because that's the goal, step 1 of the process is to start from the end and think of your offer. What is your offer providing to your audience, to your ideal client, and what roadmap, what journey, what transformation is that offer providing that you can put into a video in a much leaner and cleaner, smaller form.
Yes, like the lighter version of the step-by-step process that your ideal clients need to go through to achieve the transformation that you promise.
So in our case with Simple Germany, our cohort offer is to provide a personalized moving plan. So our Slingshot video became a non-personalized, rough moving plan.
Step number 2 is to establish authority naturally in the first 30 seconds. Here is the small clip that we used in our Slingshot video to demonstrate this.
Over the past 5 years, we've helped thousands of internationals plan and prepare their move to Germany.
As you saw, the authority, let's say, sentence doesn't have to be this super hyped up thing. We simply said that we have helped hundreds of people move to Germany, and we luckily also had pictures that we could put on the screen of every or some of the lives that we have touched by helping them with this process.
Step number 3 is to include a ultra high valuable lead magnet. The lead magnet acts as the portal to enter your email list and inner sphere universe.
We also mentioned our portal in the first 60 seconds of the video. Not only that, actually we counted how many times we mentioned our lead magnet, and we mentioned a total of 13 times. But don't get us wrong, it's not like we were being pushy and super like, oh, download this lead magnet. It's just that it fit naturally at every single step. For example, after we were done explaining one step to achieve to move to Germany, we would say additional resources can be found in the workbook linked in the description. And because moving to Germany requires many steps, we had the opportunity to pitch the lead magnet or the workbook many times. And because of this, we believe we achieved a 13.3% click-through rate from viewers to people wanting our workbook.
And one more addition to the workbook, to the lead magnet, is that, of course, at the bottom of it, after providing the value of it, we had a clear call to action to join the waitlist for our next live cohort. Because again, the Slingshot video has the goal not only to bring the viewer into your email list, but also to pre-sell them on your offer. And that's why with step number 4, we made a clear call to action at the end of the video, inviting them to join our program, the waitlist, so to speak, and gave a little bit more introduction of what the program entails and what transformation they can achieve with it.
And if you would like the script that we used for our Slingshot video for Simple Germany, then you can download it in the playbook, which we link in the description below. See what we did there?
And step number 5 in the process of creating our Slingshot video is tracking and measuring. Because none of this matters if we would not have been able to realize the result and this super high conversion rate of 13.3% opt-in lead conversion from that video. So tracking and measuring, having that in place is the single most important thing to do more of what works and know that what you want to do, you're actually achieving. Or not, and you try again.
Yes, and you learn from it and improve for the next time, right? Because that's the beauty also of creating content for YouTube. Every video is an opportunity to improve at least 1%.
Our Slingshot video worked beautifully. It brought us hot leads and sales for our high-ticket offer, more than actually ever before. But once we had this killer video, we had a new challenge. How do we make sure the right people keep finding it? Because nailing our Slingshot video was only step 1 in building ongoing momentum for our business.
The real magic happens when you build your YouTube cosmos around it, so your other videos naturally guide viewers toward the one video that makes them hot for your offer.
That's the system that turns YouTube from a collection of random videos into a predictable lead engine. And we've named it the 5% momentum system, which we break down step by step in this video. Watch it next and we'll see you there.